learned from this video that my favorite word is amazing. See if you can check how many times I said amazing. Oh my god. So the aim is to do a short video today. Let's see if I can do a short video today. I'm gonna try to do a short video today. Now, short is relative though, but let's see. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be something extremely different from, all the workouts, exercise, good stuff. Today I'm going to talk about how I left my corporate job in Jamaica to become a teacher in Japan. Who does that? Oh my God. So in 2014, I was experiencing what I'm sure many corporate people experience, which is the Friday evening high and the Sunday evening low. The Friday evening high is where, you're saying, oh, TGIF. But Sunday evening, after you've had dinner and you sit down just to relax, you start thinking like, damn, tomorrow is work, and you may experience things like, especially if you are in corporate sales like I was in corporate banking sales, which is a very stressful job. It's extremely stressful, but it's also rewarding because you learn a lot. You meet some amazing people along that journey, which is amazing. So everything in life you do, it may have its negatives, but it also has its positives. You have to decide the balance, which outweighs which. For me, the bad outweighed the good. And the bad was, there wasn't anything crazy happening. It's just that I never had true happiness and I never had true peace of mind, which outweighs anything else in my life. Well, that's how I look at life. So in 2014, I started researching on how I can leave Jamaica, and do something else. I just wanted to do something else, but I knew I never wanted to go to America. That's not the option I had. Everybody was jumping on the Canadian train. I didn't want to do that either. So I started looking like, what else can I do? And I said, you know what? I'm going to find something that's going to give me a break to really think about what I want to do. I discovered that, there were some people I knew who were living in Japan and teaching. So I said, that's an option I can look at. So I started researching and I found this company called Interact, where I could come here to work as a teacher, an English teacher. So I applied to the company, did interviews, went through the whole shebang, and then I came to Japan. I came to Japan with no friends, no family, nothing. I was just by myself. But that for me is okay because I've always been a loner. So being by myself, within myself, with myself has never been a problem for me, right? So I came to Japan. I remember the lady dropped me off at my apartment after I came here in March of 2015, and she brought me to this really tiny, minimalistic apartment. And I was like, what the hell? Guys, I had a futon. I didn't even have a bed. I had a futon this thick. Within a month, I was having the worst back pains ever. The kitchen was, listen, I could hardly cook. If y'all know me, y'all know I love to throw down in the kitchen, right? And I couldn't do that for a while. So I came and I lived in that small apartment, but I was so blessed. I know many people have had a really bad experience in coming to Japan, but I've been blessed to have some amazing experience. I've had encounters that gets me angry and I have to cuss people out and I have to be that crazy donut that I don't always like to be. But apart from the negative, which is what I'm not going to focus on today, I have met some of the most amazing people. The amazing group of people here in my small rural city that have taken care of me. I mean, guys, if I send a text to the group, because we have a group, y'all. If I send a text to the group, I need this. I'm not talking about one person is going to show up. I'm talking 3-4 people just going to show up and just give me options, which is amazing. So that's one of the challenges you'll face in Japan is the language barrier. But you can decide if you want to learn the language. I have learned it a little, but not enough to do a lot of a lot outside of small normal things. I can go to the doctor. I can do those little things by myself. I always say I know enough not to starve, because y'all know food is important, and not to get lost. I know enough to avoid those things. So my transition from Jamaica's corporate to being a teacher here in Japan, I remember when I was doing my associate degree at a teacher's college before I attended university, I would say to the guys, listen, I would not want me teaching me. I could never see myself as a teacher, and here I am. So like I said, I left Jamaica in March 2015, came to Japan. When I came to Japan, the one job I had was basically like me taking a salary cut, because I was earning less here than I earned in Jamaica. Who does that? Who does that? But I did, because I knew I was seeking more than finances. I was seeking true happiness, which was what was important to me. And I wasn't focused too much on the finances that were lower than what's, I was accustomed to back home. Anyway, came to Japan. What has my experience been like? Like I said, I meet some amazing people. The first year I worked with the company Interact that I came with, but then after that I got a job with a board of education in another city. So that's where I've been working now this is my 4th year working at those schools. Guys, I've been so blessed. I don't know. I know others who have been here, who have had amazing experience in Japan, and they don't regret leaving their life. I can tell you that when you just get here, you're gonna ask yourself, what have I done? Why did I take myself from my comfort zone? But then if you don't do that, how will you even know what it is that life has out there to offer to you if you don't take a chance, if you don't take a leap of faith, if you just don't take the first step? That's what I did. So some of my experiences, guys, dating in Japan is horrible. It's extremely horrible. Japanese men are extremely shy. So even if they like you, they won't approach you. And many of them don't necessarily like black women. Eventually they will. They'll know how amazing we are. And they will. But that's okay. I need some fun and some action, and I want to meet people. I travel for that. And I'm good with that life. So if you come here as a black woman, as a Jamaican, whatever, there are certain things you cannot expect. I know Jamaicans or black women who are married to Japanese men. They have established a life here. They have a family here. So it happens. But like I said, don't have too much expectations in the dating area. Because listen, it ain't good. You're going to have to learn to take good care of yourself. You're going to have to take care of yourself. You're going to have to know how to do that and be comfortable doing it. Like, be comfortable taking care of yourself. You may have to do that. That's one thing. Okay. Like I said, I was seeking happiness, which is not good because happiness is within. You don't have to seek happiness, but I was seeking it, which was my mistake. It took me coming to Japan, being by myself, with myself, within myself, to learn that happiness really was within me, and I never needed to seek it. Well, back in Jamaica, in my corporate life, I was so distracted with everything else, damn, y'all see these arms here? Okay, sorry. I had to, okay? Yeah, they're nice. I like them. Okay, so I had to, back in Jamaica when I was in corporate, you don't get to spend that much time with yourself to understand yourself because you're so distracted with everything else. You have all these crazy targets. Like I said, I was in corporate sales. You have these crazy targets that you're focusing on. You go to bed at night, you can't have a proper sleep Because in the middle of the night, you have a notebook beside your bed and you're like, oh, I need to call this client first thing in the morning. That happened to me, you guys. I wasn't able to just leave work at work. I was experiencing the Friday high and the Sunday low. And I hated it. But coming here, when I leave work, I leave work. I don't think about work. I don't remember work until I'm driving to work Monday morning. I'm like, oh, what am I doing today? And that's the most absolutely beautiful thing about my transition from corporate to living in Japan, because I never had that experience of actually just leaving work at work and picking it up Monday morning. So if you're somebody who is, you may be going through that, there are other options for you. Maybe you love it and you love the stress, because I know people who get a high of stress. I never did. And I knew I wanted to do something different. I've had this peace, this happiness that I got confused by. And I remember I was telling my wifey, hey Chevy, that some days I feel like something bad is going to happen, because I really don't know this life of peace and happiness and relaxation. So I just feel like it's like a calm before a storm. And I would feel that way a lot about so many things, you guys. But really, it's just me having to accept that this is really how life is supposed to be. You are supposed to be genuinely happy, not Instagram happy, social media happy. You're supposed to be genuinely happy. You're supposed to bring out the happiness that's within you. You're supposed to be able to sit and focus on it, and it shine through you and radiate through your eyes. It shouldn't just be lying there dormant. And my happiness was lying dormant, and I wanted to bring it out. It doesn't have to be you leaving your job, going to another country, because maybe your situation won't allow that. But whatever it is that you need to do to ensure that your happiness radiates through your eyes, you find it and it begins to radiate, then you need to do that. So like I said, finances are okay. You can live okay in Japan. You'll have financial stress because it's just, we're not rich. And listen, the human spirit, you always want more. That's just the way it is. So you'll never have enough, but you'll be comfortable and you'll be relaxed enough in the life that you have. And that's what I've been able to experience. Dating is bad. I can tell you that much. It's bad. And another thing about life in Japan, back in the corporate world, on a Friday, you get to go hang out with your friends and y'all have fun Friday evening, and you sit and you chat, and you don't have to think about a language barrier or culture barrier or anything else. In Japan, you have those issues. It does happen. On a Friday, you take your ass home. Well, for me, I go to the gym and I work the hell out, because that's what I love to do. So it can get extremely lonely. If you're somebody who does not love your own company, you will go into depression, experience stress. It's almost like you'll jump from the frying pan into the fire. You have to be somebody who knows how to be with yourself. I don't get lonely here because I've always been a loner. I love being by myself. That's the best thing for me. I'll hang around people and I'll have fun, but then I also need to go hibernate. I need to just get rid of people and just, maybe I'm selfish, it's okay, but that's just how my sanity operates. So if you're I know people who came here and they weren't able to survive the year, or if they survived the year, that was it, they had to leave after. So there are those things. You have to learn how to love yourself, learn how to be with yourself. You'll meet friends, I can promise you, because there are so many Jamaicans here. We hang out, we have the absolute best time. but you don't get to have a situation where you always have people around. That doesn't happen. What else? Traveling, you guys. Oh my god. I cannot speak enough about how traveling has completely reshaped my mind. In Jamaica, you get vacation, you go to America, you go shop, you go shopping, and that for you is therapy, and that's amazing. But traveling for me here has been something completely different. You're in a different culture, so you have to experience it. So that forces your mind to develop and to open to other to be open to other cultures. But when you get the opportunity to travel to these small countries and meet these, oh my god, meet these amazing people and see how other people live and how nice they are or crazy, because you experience that too. But guys, it's so freeing. It brings your spirit. It's almost like your spirit is connecting, is making a connection, and you're becoming one. That's the best way I can describe it, because it's so freaking great. And traveling for me has been the best part of my experience in Japan, because I have been exposed to so much. I have learned so much. And because of all the things I've learned, I have grown so much. I have become a better person. Even though I'm already amazing. Hey. Just some of my travel randoms. We were just on the beach in Thailand, and there's a Jamaican flag and the Rastafarian flag with the marijuana. Like, really? And I met this guy who was just randomly wrestling everybody around the restaurant, and I'm like, dude, I'm going to beat you. And I did, you guys. Oh my god. This was a very good experience. This is something I've never done before. I have a small fear of heights, so for me to have done this was me like overcoming something I never thought I would. So this was a really good experience. And not just me, but seeing my friends overcome their fear. My friend Shauna Hayes, she has a big fear of heights, and she did that. So yeah, guys. Yeah. If there's something that you really want to do in your life, you just have to do it. And don't think about the fear. I was able to pack my life up and leave like it's nothing, because I never had any attachment. I have no kids. I'm not married. You know, I don't have those attachments. And even if you have those things, you can still make a transition, because I know families who have moved here. I know couples who have moved here. Hey, Elise. And what's your husband name? Davian. Hi, Davian and Elise. Hey, guys. But yeah, and whatever it is that you need to do in your life to bring out your peace, I advise you to do it. Okay, this video is like 18 minutes long. I'm sorry, you guys, but I hope I hope you learned something from my video today about me leaving my corporate job in Jamaica to come to Japan to teach English and do a job that I love. I love my job every day. I learn something every day. My kids are so amazing. They make me laugh every day. Sometimes I laugh until I'm crying in the classroom, and they start laughing at me because they don't understand how I laugh until I cry. You've never done that? You guys are funny. So, you guys, today we're just radiating happiness. We're radiating peace. We're radiating love, because that's what life is about, and that's what we're created to do, to radiate the love and make all the connections in this life that God placed us on this earth to do. Peace, love, unity. Mwah!